Hello, hello, everyone. We are coming to you from
Hey,
a little bit different angle
our living
tonight.
room. Yeah, welcome to the floor of our living
Ignore
room.
the clothes that we just pulled out of the towels we just pulled out of the dryer
hmm
there on the couch. Coming at you from a different angle for a good reason, which we'll go into here in just a second once some more people
Yeah.
hop
Hey,
on.
biscuit.
But yeah, how's everybody doing today? How are all y'all doing? Sorry,
And
I'm
all,
multitasking here
yeah.
while
What are
I'm
you doing,
standing down here.
Wesley? And then all the places that y'all are dialing in from.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Avery. Yeah, it's over there. There you
Looks like
go.
Miles
Winston,
forgot a
off,
piece of clothes
off.
there when he was getting his clothes out
He
of the
did.
dryer too.
He
He
did.
dropped one right there.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Yep.
got we got laundry to fold on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
You notice some things when
Yeah,
you
we're
when
a
you
little
lay on the
behind.
floor. You lay on the floor of your home and you just kind of look around, observe.
Mm-hmm.
You can notice things.
You do.
You'll
You
see
definitely
some things
do.
from this angle. Like,
Start to
when did
notice.
that get there? How long has that been there?
Whew, y'all, it is warm here. I don't know how it
It
is where y'all are,
is.
and it's supposed to cool off, but it is
It's
exceptionally
spring,
warm
y'all.
this last
It's
week.
it's spring. Anybody who says
Mm-hmm.
any different is lying. It
Well, you
is.
may not
It's
be saying
spring.
that here in the middle of March.
Mm-mm.
In the middle of March is supposed to not be quite so springish.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Spring will no longer have sprung; it will have gone back into its hiding place,
No,
supposedly.
I'll believe all that when I see it. Winston, stop. Winston, quit. Hey,
Winston's here
off,
next to us.
off.
Um,
Whiny weenie. Quit.
so,
Hey,
um,
quit. Go. Quit. Off.
here, you want to go put him in the bedroom?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Winston and Biscuit are over here getting all playful right next to us. That's the other thing. When you're laying on the floor, the dogs think it's playtime. They think that you had done all, you're all down playing for you're on the floor to play for some reason. Um, so there was a comment back here.
Biscuit. Watch out.
Well,
Biscuit.
Biscuit,
Biscuit.
Biscuit knows no personal
Oh,
boundaries.
it's not your live, baby. It's ours. It's our live. Come on, Biscuit. Biscuit. Okay. Okay. I love you. I love you. Watch out. Shoot me. Shoot me.
So one comment here. Yes, kind of. Did I
I
hurt
love
my
you.
back? Yes. So that's why I'm on the
Yeah.
floor. That's why you haven't seen videos from us here in the last.
Mhm.
There's no boundaries. She has no boundaries.
So he didn't.
Um,
He didn't
I
hurt
didn't
it.
hurt it. There wasn't
Actually,
like a
yeah.
specific injury,
No, it's not
but
injury.
um, I do have sciatica, and I've never really had any like horrible bouts with it. I mean, it flares up every now and then, but like y'all, about 3 days ago, I woke up. 3 days ago, I guess
Yeah.
Thursday was the first day,
Yeah.
right?
3 days ago.
Uh, woke up and it y'all like
Yeah, like pretty bad.
yeah,
Like
like couldn't walk. Like my legs
he
were
could barely move.
giving
He
out.
was
Yep.
hunched over. He couldn't walk. He said, "I'm stuck. Help! I can't move." And he literally
Yeah.
he couldn't straighten up. He couldn't walk right. He was like limping around. Like he looked like a decrepit old
Mhm.
lady coming out of the bedroom. He looked like a decrepit little old man.
Yeah, I grew up always hearing the commercials on TV, the
About
falling and I
sciatica.
can't
Yeah.
get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've fallen and I can't get up. Yeah, and
And
that's what I felt like.
that was pretty much it
Yep,
right there.
that's
Yeah.
that's what I felt like. So I went to the doctor Thursday. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna just push through it, and I worked Thursday, and of course my day job is a desk job, right? Which sitting is like the worst thing ever.
He did not push through it.
So I
There
put
was
well
no
Thursday I did. I pushed through Thursday, and then I went to
yeah.
sleep Thursday, and Friday I woke up and was even worse. And about halfway through Friday, Angie's like, "Honey,
Yeah.
you are going to the doctor."
Something's wrong.
Yep.
You've done something. Yeah, pinched
Yep.
nerve or pulled something or like,
Yeah. So Mr. Gimpy, no longer Mr. Fluffy. I've turned into
Mhm.
Mr. Gimpy. I can't stay gimpy for too long, or I'm gonna be Mr. Fluffier. But
I didn't know sciatica could actually get that bad. Like it
yep.
can get
hmm
just terrible where you can't walk.
Yep. So I went. I messaged my boss, and she said, "Yeah, take some sick leave. Yeah, of course." And so I took sick leave. Went to the doctor. The doctor, of course, gave me some anti-inflammatories and that are a little bit stronger than ibuprofen, and so it's that's helped. Without without, it's not like the heavy narcotics or anything. It's just some anti-inflammatories. But without that, I wouldn't
yeah.
be.
He wouldn't be functional at all. He
Mm-mm.
can barely, like, he can lay
Mhm.
down in this position that we have
Yep.
him on the floor. That's another reason why we have him right here. He gets relief.
Mhm.
He gets relief in this position, and then he can slowly cripple his way to a standing position.
Yep.
And he can walk around for like 5-10 minutes, and then he's like, "Okay, I gotta lay back down," and he just lays back down.
Mhm. Yep.
So it's either up or down, and he can't sit. Sitting hurts.
Yep.
So
Yeah, sitting is the worst. Sitting
Yeah.
is agony. So yeah, sitting is no fun. Walking, I can walk around, but I do it very slowly and pray I don't trip on something. And
slow and
if
easy. Yeah.
it's rough.
And then when we went to the ER and they did the gave him the 2 shots, and then they said they were going to do a scan of
Yeah,
your
they did a
back.
CT scan on my back, and
And then they came in and talked to us about it, and he said, "Well, your back's all chewed up." Like,
yeah,
yep. It looks rough.
which we already knew. So I already knew I do have degenerative disc disease that's been progressing over time, which is part of what has caused the sciatica, of course. And we already knew that it was there. It just, it
And
just
we've
is what
done
it is.
every single at-home therapy thing that you can do to try to relieve it. We've done the ice packs, we've done the stretches. He's done all his, physical therapy stretches and pulling the knees to the chest and stretching out the muscle. And I've given him back massages. We've done hot baths and warm compresses. We've done all the home therapy that we can do. So at that point on Friday, I was like, you've got to be seen by somebody. They've got to be able to give you something.
But I like this angle because you can kind of see kids that they know we're on a live. The kids know we're on a live, so they try to sneak, right? And they sneak quietly, but you can see them right in that crack, right? Going into the laundry room in there. But it's good. They're sneaking into the laundry room, which means they're doing laundry.
Right?
So that's good.
Hopefully
that's really good.
Cats are
one thing it has done for sure is, I have had, issues with my back in the past, just never this bad. But one thing this has done is it really kind of makes me feel even more for, feel empathetic for folks that, those of you that maybe do have long-term all the time issues,
Right.
hopefully for me this is just temporary and it's gonna get better, and then we can keep the flare-ups down. And
if you're extremely disabled, and
but if you're extremely and you're in pain like this all the time, like,
and that's their daily life, that's what they deal with every day. I feel so bad.
I do have a TENS unit that
we tried
the
that too,
the VA issued me a TENS unit probably 2 years ago,
and he has used
and
it.
I did use it, and I have been using it, but honestly, for the sciatica, it provides little to no relief for me, at least. I had the thing turned all the way up, and it's still.
And someone said percussor has helped me. We actually have a Theragun. Is that how you say it?
Theragun. Yep.
Theragun.
Yep.
And he's been using that every time it hurts real bad, and he has to get up. He has to turn over. He has to be able to reposition. So I keep his Theragun right here by his bedside, and he grabs it and he rubs it up and down his legs and on the back of his legs.
Yep. Angie, did you get some sun? Yes.
I did.
Her
a little.
Skin is looking good.
Are y'all able to tell that I'm cooked? I'm cooked a little bit.
Now on the camera, you look a little more red than you actually are in person. I don't know why, but
I'm not burnt. But
I think it's just
you can tell I got sun-kissed. But I was out at my kids went to a FSY, it's for Strength of Youth. It's a church activity. So they went to this kickoff thing, and they did this awesome thing in Montgomery, where they invited all these youth from all of our area in our church. Our church has a big stake world, wide area
group right there.
So all these group of kids and youth and teenagers were invited to come to this Air Force base, and we all had to, get permission, and they set it up ahead of time. It was great how they set it up. They planned everything, and they served a luncheon out there, and all of the youth got to do an obstacle course. So when I knew,
like, legit, like,
no, and I knew it was going to be on a military base, and I knew obstacle course. I'd heard obstacle course, but for some reason I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I didn't think obstacle course. I thought, oh, this will be a cute little obstacle course that they set up or built themselves or something. No, when we get out there, it's a military obstacle course. Like, it's boot camp obstacle course. I looked at that sucker. I looked at everything they got to climb over and jump through and hang on and swing on. And I said, good luck, girls.
Yeah.
I said, have fun. y'all have fun. Good luck.
Yeah. Miles and I were here chilling while they were out doing that.
So it was out in the sun. It was outside, and it was great. They loved it. They're sore today, but they said it was a wonderful time.
Yep.
Everybody
that's why you got sun kissed.
Yeah. And I was out, and the sun was getting me a little bit, but I was taking pictures. They were doing team building skills, and they had to hold hands and go across this, log or this rope bridge or something. And they were like, hold tight, everybody, all together. Because if even one of your team members fell off or didn't complete, everybody starts over and you start again. So it's team building skills. You got to work together to get everybody across.
Yep. And then afterward, they had this little thing. They had a spiritual message, but then they had a dance afterwards last night. Yep, yesterday evening.
So after you're already tired and you've been through, boot camp, and you got to go to a dance and get even more tired. So they were exhausted. It was fun. That was a long day, but a fun day. That was really good. Yep.
That was good. They came home. Y'all came home tired but happy.
Yes. Oh yes. Yep. Chiropractor. A lot of people are saying chiropractor. That was my next. I want to say suggestion, but it's more like a demand. That was my next demand to him to go see a chiropractor, because it's time to take this to the next level.
So I'm gonna talk to the VA, and they can do they can refer me out in town for things like that. So I'm gonna talk to the VA and see if they can't send me to a chiropractor, and if not, I'll just go to one. I mean, but
go get it.
But yeah, it's been interesting the last few days for sure. So that's why we didn't get videos out. I think I said this earlier, but that's why we didn't get videos out on Friday. And Angie didn't get a video out yesterday because I'm the main editor, and it's really hard to edit on the laptop from down here. However, I did find an app that I like on my phone to edit with. So regardless, we're going to make sure we get some videos out to y'all and some stuff out, because Angie can record with no problem. It's just the editing and stuff, and the kids, of course, they can record, and stuff still is going on. The homestead doesn't stop just because I'm laid up on the living room floor.
I just can't do technology. I can't do the editing part. I just don't. I don't care to learn, and I just don't think.
It's just not your thing. Yep, just not your thing.
I can record some videos and you can edit it.
Yep, definitely. I don't mind laying here editing. It was at Maxwell. That's where we were. Yep. Or where they were.
And I did see a new subscriber that had said, how many kids do you have? We have 4 kids.
Oh, yep, 4 kids.
3 teenagers. Well, one's a tween. We have 2 teenagers and one tween.
Basically
a teenager. So 3 girls, and then there's 1 little boy, Miles. He's 7.
Yep. Yeah, we range from 17 to 7.
Yeah.
So we have the whole age range. Well, not the whole age range, no babies. So,
right, there's no babies.
But we got a large age range. Yeah. Yep. So kind of get into the videos last week that we did post.
She loves this thing. She loves this.
Y'all, let me tell you, it has been a challenge to lay on the floor.
We do have a baby. It's called Biscuit. We have a toddler.
Yeah.
Toddler Biscuit right here.
Yep. Also, y'all. One of the times I got up today, I walked out the front porch, and everything out there is covered in a layer of pollen. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, you told me the pollen was so bad.
The pollen, so allergies have arrived.
And I'm aware. I am aware of it.
I don't know if this doggy can be a nurse. She's not really. She makes you. She makes you smile. That's for sure. I guess that she does make you smile.
She noticed this morning and last night when he wasn't playing with her. He wasn't like rough playing with her on the floor. He wasn't throwing the chewy. He wasn't himself. She knows, and she came over here and started pawing at him and nuzzling on him, and she started whining and crying. I was like, oh.
Yeah. And to be fair, she laid next to me all morning and afternoon today. So she laid and slept next to me.
So she for sure is nurse doggy right here.
Yep. While y'all went to church today, I laid in bed and slept, or laid on, not in bed, on this bed right here.
And on top of it, on top of her husband, I've got 6 sons. So,
that was the other thing. So
7-year-old Miles, he started the day after he came down bad with that sciatica. Miles ran into the bathroom,
woke up with a fever,
and started throwing up. Woke up with a fever, started having diarrhea, the whole works. So he's been down and out. He's just now starting to get over it. So we live in Alabama.
Yep, that's what state we live in. Alabama. Yep, we live in the Thomasville, Alabama area. Yep. Yep.
And then he's a terrible patient, y'all. Terrible.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have to say,
don't know
he is
what you're talking about.
No, he is the worst patient ever.
I
Not
don't know what
even
you're talking
exaggerating.
about.
I would never want to be his actual nurse in real life. He doesn't listen. He won't do as he's told.
do listen.
No, you don't.
I'm laying
no,
right
you
here.
Don't. No. I barely get him to concede on some things like lay your butt down. He will go until he falls out or hurts himself worse. He's just awful at following
Yep.
directions to take care of himself. And then he thinks, oh, I've got to go do. I've got to
Yeah.
help. I've got to be the man. I've got to help on the homestead.
Yep.
And he won't let us carry it all.
Yep.
He won't let us tend to him.
So Friday was kind of the kicker for me, right? So when I woke up Friday and I was just like in utter agony, like it was there. I had no choice but to listen. So at that point, I had no choice. And I kind of decided Friday that I've got to do something to take better care of myself. And honestly, I've got to, I'm 43 years old. I'm not old by any means, and way too young to have to be laid up on the floor. So once this passes, I'm going to make sure that I'm doing the things I need to do to strengthen my back now, so that 40 years from now, I'll still be agile.
I want at least another 40 years out of you, because that's what I signed on for, was at least another 40 years together with us.
Yep.
But ain't it funny that all these things to take care of yourself better and strengthen your back, ain't it funny that these are the things that wifey was telling you to do
I can't really I'm having a hard time hearing you, honey.
For a long time now, I've been telling him that he needs to.
I can't hear you. My tractor's too loud, baby. I don't know if all y'all saw that. We posted it as a short on YouTube and a reel on Facebook.
He thinks he's funny.
I thought it was funny.
Have y'all seen the reel?
I thought it was funny. Yeah, I thought it was funny. Someone did mention it earlier. I was trying to steal your tractor. So some of y'all have seen it. Some of y'all have seen it. Men don't never listen.
They don't. But we'll go back to that, just like I do with the kids. We'll go back to that and say, ain't it funny? Mommy told you to do that long time ago. Mama suggested this. We're going to refer back to that.
Miss Sarah, sadly, I did get my hearing checked. I get it checked frequently,
He does.
And they always tell me nothing's wrong with my hearing, which, that doesn't really help my case at home at all. So,
yeah. And since he is such a loud person, everybody assumes he's got hearing issues, but he doesn't.
No, I don't. I have
selective hearing.
I have listening issues. There's a difference between actually listening and hearing.
Yeah.
I can hear things, but people don't always listen like they should, huh? Yes, abdominal muscles, really all core. That's my problem area is all my core muscles. I need to work my whole core.
And me too. Like, I'm not an exception to that. My core has gotten so weak, and like I can feel it in my lower back sometimes. I know that I haven't been doing what I need to do to take care of those muscles, and it's going to catch up with me in a few years. It is.
So with the videos though, on Monday, if y'all saw the video, there's been some exciting stuff happening with the nursery. We got our tables built. We got some tables built for the nursery. This is pre-paint, and that has been a huge help for us, because we got all those plant starts out of the greenhouse and out onto the tables, and they're big enough that they can, withstand the wind and the rain and all that good stuff. So that allowed us to start a bunch more seeds, which we really needed to do.
We actually need more tables.
So now we need more tables. Angie did pick up wood for more tables, but obviously we haven't gotten those built yet.
Right.
But,
and that's another thing that I can't do. So we all have our strengths and weaknesses and our partnerships. So the thing that he does for our family, he's the builder, he's the constructor. So even though I probably could get out there with the tools and put something together, it would not be right. It would be janky. It would be messed up. I
don't know. I think you do a pretty good job.
No, I don't build things like he does. He has the constructive mindset, and he does really well at that. So when he's hurt, all construction comes to a halt.
Yep.
But we do have the wood for it.
Well, we have the wood. We have and a biscuit. We have a biscuit.
So
we have a biscuit. Also on Wednesday's video, y'all saw we got the tarp back on the roof for the barn.
We wrestled that thing back on.
And so I just want to talk for a minute, because there was a few comments about us putting the tarp back on and why we're not prioritizing that barn fixing the barn and or
Mhm.
rebuilding it or whatever we end up doing. And the reason really is because at least our reasoning and our thought process behind it is because we want to put money into things right now that are going to not just like, so say we renovate the barn right now, right? We put that money in. That money, yeah, it's good. We need the infrastructure, but there's nothing coming back from that.
Mhm.
If we put money into the nursery, the plant nursery, then hopefully we put, X amount of money coming into it, but we're going to get more money out of it than we're putting in. And so that's kind of why we're prioritizing the nursery over the barn. When he gets out the building again, make him wear a back brace.
Uh-huh. 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 I might.
I don't know
All
what you're
right.
talking about.
You're still gonna do your exercises though.
I am,
Yeah.
yes. Exercises. That's really is the key. So that on top of the fact that the rabbits and the chickens do not need to be in the barn long term. So we don't want to prioritize the barn roof because it's going to take thousands of dollars to rebuild
Yeah.
that barn roof. And for that money, we can put up a structure for the chickens and the rabbits and put money into the plant nursery that's going to then hopefully bring income back
Right.
to us. Hopefully.
So it was just a matter of sitting
Still
down
a little
and saying,
bit nervous
okay,
about it, but
yeah, we sat down and we said, okay, these are the problems that we have, or these are the things waiting to yet be built, and these are the things that we need, and here's the amount of money that we're working with, and we had to figure out how to allocate those funds and how to prioritize the list, and I do think that's smart
Mhm.
to get put a little more revenue into our future business of selling plants and get it started, and that way it can
Mhm.
make more money for us, and that way we can use that to then
Yep.
put into the structures.
Yep. Yes, this is what I've been telling her for a long time. My wife is
Mhm.
way more capable than she believes she is. But sometimes it's less a matter of capability and more a matter of, is it something that she wants to learn, right? And
Right.
so
Yeah.
it's just not, if she had to do it, she would watch a video on it and learn it and do it, but
I
it's just not
would,
something
yeah.
she has to do.
And
So.
I would, I'm sure, figure it out. And I know I'm confident enough to know that I could put something together because I've done certain things outside before, and I've thrown something together and I figured it out. So I know that I physically could. But would it be the product that I'm looking for? Would it be the quality that
Mhm.
he can do? Because we all have our talents, and he's
Yep.
just really talented at it. And that's not one of my areas that I probably could be talented at it if I practiced and got better, but that's not an area that I care to be talented in. Does that make sense? I don't
Mhm.
want that to be one
Yeah.
of my
Oof.
talents, because it's not something, like you said, that I thoroughly enjoy. Particularly, I
Mhm.
do enjoy helping you build things. I enjoy watching him build things.
Mhm. Yep.
That's where I get my enjoyment.
Yep. We're actually considering, as far as knocking down the old building, we're considering taking down the actual
There we go.
structure, because the structure and the roof are separate, right? So we'll leave
Yeah.
the supports up for the roof, replace some rafters and the roof panels, of course. But the structure itself is cinder block, and it needs to come down. So what we're going to do is, obviously, once I'm up and mobile again, but at some point in the future, hopefully in the next year, we're going to take apart that structure cinder block by cinder block so we can save the blocks, and then we'll rebuild whatever we're going to rebuild, and hopefully either reuse those blocks for that, or we'll reuse them for something. But
Mhm.
but it'll get reused for sure. Hey, Chestnut Hills. Zoe makes me let her do it while I watch her. Hold. Yep.
Mhm.
But the stuff going on with, so for the nursery stuff, I lost my train of thought there for a second where I was going with stuff, but
I'm not sure where you were going with it.
but we're just gonna pick back up with the nursery.
Okay. All right.
So with the nursery, we have the inspector. Things are moving along
yeah,
for that. So
it's
the inspector
Tuesday, right?
is coming out Tuesday for that. So that's a good thing. That's our last step we need to do, or we need to have done before we can officially start selling stuff.
I am so
So
ready for him
that's
to come.
coming out. Yep. I'm really excited about that.
Mhm.
So they have to come out. They basically just certify that we don't have any crazy wild pathogens going through our plants or,
Right.
or pests
We're
or
not going to
anything.
spread plant disease to the population.
Yep. Yes, I agree. Wes supervised Angie do it. Hands on will bring confidence. Yeah,
And sometimes
just like
he
the tractor
does.
use. You first time she hopped on a tractor, y'all, was at Lester's. I don't know if all y'all saw that video, but you can go back and look at our older videos from back in last October. What's Biscuit getting into?
Playing with a cup of water.
Oh.
No.
Anyway, so from back in October, you'll see the first time Angie got on a tractor, and that was at Lester's. And y'all, she was nervous. She thought she was going to break something, but she did great. She really did. And
there are times when you make me do it, like we'll be sitting
Mhm.
there putting something together or building something, and you'll be like mid board or
Mhm.
and you'll have the screw gun and you'll say, "Here, honey, do this screw," and then I'm like, "What?" And you're like, "Yeah, take this and just screw it in." So
Mhm.
he'll make me help
Yep.
sometimes.
Yep. How about putting plastic over the metal bars that are out back to give you more greenhouse space for now? We're actually looking at we're looking into the possibility of getting a real greenhouse or expanding our cattle panel greenhouses. But really what we want to do is get a real greenhouse. Grower Solution has solid greenhouses, y'all.
They do.
We've seen them.
They got like greenhouses.
Yep. Years ago, Danny and Wanda over at Deep South Homestead. I don't know how many of you watched them, but they're great people. And we've been there. Miss Wanda over there would call the kids her YouTube grandkids or whatever. And
those are their YouTube grandparents for a little while.
Yeah.
They're so sweet.
So
they welcomed us in. They always
we actually need to visit them. We haven't visited them in a long time. But anyway,
they would give us things when we went over there.
They have 2 Grower Solution greenhouses that we saw in use over there. They were really good. They've made it through plenty of storms. And then Jason has one, of course, and I'm sure y'all have seen that. And it's legit, y'all. Like Grower Solution greenhouses, they're really, really good. So we definitely we want, that's what we really want to look at getting.
Right there. I saw that one. Look.
Did she say screw gun?
Yeah. So what do you call it? The
screw gun. Yeah,
it is
a
a
screw gun. That's what I call it.
All right.
What do y'all don't call it a screw gun?
I don't know the technical
screw gun
name or
I mean, it's an impact driver, I guess, and then we have a drill.
Okay.
But yeah, I call it a screw gun. I tell if I need, I'm like, hey kids, go give me a screw gun. I started watching this. Are you talking about the ones with the dog that had the ears, that something had happened to the ears or something?
Yeah, I started watching that one.
Yeah, so I started watching it. I haven't finished it yet, but yeah, I had someone ask me the other day, what's that? Oh yeah, the Grower Solution greenhouses.
Sorry,
yeah, they're awesome.
Sorry, we're skipping around. Okay, the dog.
Yeah, so I had someone ask me the other day, and this comment, Ms. Kiro, your comment reminded me of this. Someone asked me the other day if Jamie and Lester really are how they are on their videos, and y'all, they really are. Like, they're just really awesome folks. They're really awesome.
Yeah.
Kind
of what you see is what you get.
Yeah, like they're funny and hilarious and real, and they're just good folks. And
there's no tricks behind.
They're just really good people.
It is what it is.
I hope Lester didn't want me to burst that bubble or anything, but yeah, they really are good people. They actually legitimately are just as good as they seem on camera. They're really good people.
I was serious when I said that, like when they at the end of the work day during the Survivor Challenge, when they cooked dinner for us and we were in their house and talking, no cameras were rolling, we didn't have our phones out, we weren't YouTubing, we were just spending time together as
just
friends.
Good time together.
And we were just talking and laughing and everything. It really was like a genuinely good time. Like we had fun with them. We were just talking as real people, as real friends. Yep.
It was great. It really, it was awesome. We love them. They're just like Jason and Brooke are family to us. We consider them family too. And that reminds me too, something else I wanted that I thought was funny. There was a comment on, I think it was Wednesday's video, talking about how, we wouldn't have any content if we didn't copy Jamie and Lester. And did I tell you about that? And Jason and Brooke.
He said, we're just copies.
Y'all, look.
Like, really?
This life is what it is. And there's a lot of things that are similar. And yeah, you're darn right. I see some of the stuff some of the ideas Jason and I talk about them doing.
I steal ideas from Tracy at Just Dig It Farm sometimes.
Yeah, things that work. Yeah,
like that, and that was awesome. And and everybody's got their own different spin on things. But yeah, like you were saying, when you live this lifestyle, it's the same lifestyle, so you're gonna see those similarities across the board.
Yeah, you're gonna see that. I mean, picking up picking up our little gas station Biscuit had zero to do with Jamie and Lester doing their dog rescues.
I wasn't
everything to
to
do with
there. I was not even supposed to be there.
She has brought home animals our whole marriage. Y'all just didn't see it until Biscuit.
Yeah.
But Winston and Sebastian both are rescue dogs. Tully is a rescue cat. We just didn't have to go get him. He showed up on our doorstep. So all these things, these are things that have been going on, and we love, like I said, they're family. We love them. We love Jason and Brooke. We love Zach and Jacqueline over Head Family Farm and Just Dig It Farms. And
like,
you're going to see similar things between all of us. I mean, there's going to be times.
Happens, like my goat's having a baby or something, or I just, I was successful at growing the rosemary or something, I'll take pictures or something, or pull out my phone and I'll start texting Brooke or Tracy, or, and I'll start texting these people as friends. I just send it to them. Hey, look what I did.
Yeah, Chestnut Hills.
And Zoe, like I send her animal pictures and stuff, or just something funny my kid did. And we just text each other as real friends. And that's not fake, or that's not made up or put on, because nobody sees that. Nobody sees that.
Yep.
It's not, the cameras are not rolling. So behind the scenes, yes, we really are all friends. That's real,
Yeah. And y'all, I tell you, if someone has a good idea, I'm all about using it and applying it where we are. Oh, y'all like my pillowcase, by the way?
Yeah.
Angie put a new pillowcase on my pillow this afternoon. And of course, she picked out, I guess.
Look, he said he needed a fresh pillowcase. I said, okay, because I'm running around doing a lot of stuff for you, because he's not able to
you
get
take
up.
care of me.
I'm doing everything for you. So I said, okay, I got it. Run down the hall. I grabbed the first pillowcase that I grabbed, and it was one of Miles's pillowcases.
Yep.
And he said, really? I get the dinosaur pillowcase? I'm like, what you got against dinosaurs? Is dinosaurs a problem? Do you not like dinosaurs? So I'm like, yes, you're going to have the dinosaur pillowcase, and you're going to like it.
But Lester, where was it? Where was it? There we go. Yeah, Lester calls those people peepats. Yeah. Honestly, y'all, I feel like if I don't see those negative comments, that something's wrong, and our videos aren't going out to enough people, because if you're not throwing the net wide enough, then because you're not going to ever please everybody. People are not not everybody's going to love you, and that's okay.
And our show's for everybody. Our show is for even people who.
Yeah, and even the
are the peepats.
Even the peepats. Look, if they watched my video and they made a negative comment on it, I'm just grateful that they watched it.
Right.
I feel blessed they watch it.
Maybe I brought
some of them I find are human, are funny, but are humorous.
And maybe we brought something nice and happy to their life, or maybe they liked some part of the video and maybe not other parts of it.
Yep. And you just don't know people's story, right? There was a comment not too long ago that was a little bit negative, and I commented back real friendly and nice, and turned out, they'd had some rough stuff going on. And anyway, that you just never know. You never know. And our goal is to make people smile, even if it's the rude people or the people that want to make negative comments. And we just love folks, and we love being able to share stuff with y'all. And even those that might have a negative view of us.
And that's okay. So, And I like when people can make what am I trying to say? Make light of, or make humor of our faults, or our not imperfections, or stuff that we're doing wrong, or so because I do that with other people. I'm like, I hope they don't take it as rude or bad or something, but nobody's perfect, so if I see some area where you have a problem, I'll just make a joking comment about it, or make light of it, so we both can laugh about it, because it's funny. I'm just like, I don't take my imperfections as I don't take it hard as something that, like, oh, I'm failing because I can't do this right or something. I don't take it as something that's damaging to me. I take it as, oh, that's just something I'm not good at, or that's a problem area that I have. Oh, well, life goes on.
Funny story. This suggestion here: if you get in a tub, hot Epsom salt soaks. Here's the problem with getting in a tub, y'all, and this has been the case for a while, not just recently. So my middle back has issues too, right? So that's the problem. When I lay on the floor too long, the middle of my back starts to seize up. And when I get in a bathtub, I don't know if it's just the shape of the typical bathtub or what.
I think it might.
But when I get in the bathtub, my middle of my back, it'll lock up. Now, normally
he might literally get stuck in that tub.
Yeah,
I might have to help him out.
And so it does go away when my middle of my back seizes up. It goes away pretty quick, especially with Angie's help. You just gotta get the muscles to unlock. But but I don't know what it is about a bathtub. There's few things that'll do it. The bathtub, and if I get on the tractor and I sit all the way back in the tractor seat and lean back, and this is of course stuff that you guys don't normally see, you know, but just on a regular basis, if I get in the tractor and I sit all the way back in the seat and lean back, and I sit there for 5-10 minutes, and then I go to get up, my back will seize up. The middle of my back will seize up.
He tried it one time. He just turned off the tractor and he just sat there. He said, "I'm just going to try something." And he kind of leaned back on the seat and just kind of repositioned. And he goes, "Oh no, 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 no!" And then I like had to help him down off the tractor, and it was awful.
Yep. So you know, but it goes back to me not doing what I should be doing, and that's the bottom line. I knew that I had degenerative disc disease, and I need to be taking care of myself. And I need to be doing all the work I'm supposed to.
Something. Oh my goodness.
This one?
Just got back home from the hospital. Now I'm making dinner for my 1-year-old and my husband, and then going to hang out with my newborn triplet.
Wow.
Bless your heart, woman. Oh my goodness. Do you need me to come help you? Like, do you need
help? Yeah, she needs probably more than I do. That's for sure. Like,
oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
What can we send you, honey? You need, you need some love and support.
Wow.
Emotional support, physical support. She needs all the support, y'all.
That's dang.
Wow.
That's serious there. That's some dang.
You are blessed. Woman.
Yeah.
I love you so much.
That's
for
a trooper
all of
and a
your
half.
efforts.
Wow.
And I bet those babies love her. She sounds like a hardworking mama.
Triplets, yeah. I can't imagine if we had triplets.
No, and a 1-year-old.
Dang,
like,
yeah.
So the hardest part when Lily and Avery that are 18 months apart, they're so close in age, was having Sarah.
She was 5.
Small child. So they got this small child, and then you got these babies, and it's like that dynamic is so rough. It's so hard to work with because you're chasing one, changing diapers on the other, and where's my third kid? I don't know.
Congrats on the triplets for sure. Definitely. Congrats. But
ooh.
Whew, yeah, my heart goes out to you. Like, that's wow. Wow. So was it?
You've got treasures in heaven, Kaylee.
Treasures in heaven. What were the genders? Were they like all girls or all boys, or was it a mix? Yeah, that's I can't imagine. If I have a hard time even picturing twins, but triplets, that would have been insane.
Yep.
But kids really are a blessing.
I was actually talking to ladies at church because we went to. I loaded the girls up.
Yeah, I didn't go to church today.
He was staying here with Miles. So we went to church today, and I was talking to some ladies at the luncheon after about how we were talking about how horrible we were on our mamas, and I said, "Bless my mama's heart, I was not kind to her as a baby, as a child, a small child. I was not easy on her because I'm a twin. I don't know how many of y'all of our subscribers know that I'm a twin, and my twin has twins. My twin ended up having a set of twins. So twins run in my family. But when I was little, me and my sister kind of like tag teamed my mom. We bombarded her. We'd look at each other and say, "Ready, break," in the store. And one would run to the back of the store and one would run out in the street. So one to the front and one to the back. And my mom's just going, and she didn't know what to do. She's standing there with the buggy going, "What do I do? Which kid do I save first?" So we were not easy children at all. I was not a good baby.
It's good of you to acknowledge that you weren't, easy on them. Here, I wanted to pull this one up. Where is it? Here, yeah. So, I'm busy mom, husband not taking much time off, and he's got a lot of trials to do.
Oh.
That reminded me of y'all, Angie. You want to know how much of a strong woman she is. She
oh, honey.
She was it Miles that no, it was Lily.
That what?
It was Lily. All of them really. So Lily was born, and Angie was in nursing school when Lily was born, and so within a week.
It was
a week, or was it like 3 days?
So it was 2 days later. I had to be back in
2
class.
days later. So she had to go back to class, and so she had Lily, and thank goodness there were no complications. But I had
the clinicals coming up, the day and night rotation of clinicals coming up. I had tests due that week, so I had to be back in class within 2 days of having the baby. But I carried her all through nursing school, had her through nursing school. Then Avery,
Yeah.
she was a week old when we loaded everything that we owned into a
Yep.
van and a moving truck. I was a week out of childbirth, helping
And we
to
had to
load,
move.
helping to pack. We had to move, and I had 3 babies, the newborn Lily and Sarah and the dogs, all in the van, and then
Yep.
moving
Then I was
van
driving a
behind me.
moving
You were
van. Yep.
driving the moving truck, and we hauled it from Florida over to California.
Yep.
And it took
For the
us,
Navy.
and it took us 5 days. I think.
No, I don't think it took 5 days.
It
took
was
us like 3 days, 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days. Okay. So we
Yep.
hauled it for days, like stopping at hotels and stuff. But I had to pull the van over every 2 hours to do bottle and diaper change and stuff. So that was Avery's experience.
And then Miles, you were working as a nurse.
I was working to support the family while
because I had just recently got out of the Navy and was going to school.
And I had to hold the job to keep paying bills and everything. So right after I had him, I had to be back at work within
a week.
Yeah.
Within a week. Yep. So craziness. Women, y'all make sure if you are on this live and you have a wife at home, make sure you show her some love. Women are they're the strength and the backbone of the society. I'm telling you.
I always say that we are the pillars that hold up greatness. If men are the greatness that like lead our society, then women are the pillars.
I don't even think I'm the greatness.
You are,
honey. You are
the greatness.
You keep this. You keep this family going in the right direction.
I like being the pillar.
Yeah, you are. Whew, y'all. I don't know where I'd be if it weren't for this woman. So yeah.
It takes two. I'm telling you.
It takes two.
I saw a comment on Facebook the other day. They said, you know how they say happy wife, happy life? It's more like happy house, happy spouse. Or happy spouse, happy house.
Happy spouse, happy spouse. Oh, because it doesn't matter. Yeah.
It's not the wife that makes the whole family happen. It's both. So it's a team, y'all. It's both. So you have the leadership, you have the head of house, and then you have the support system. Well, without either one of those, the whole dang opera falls apart. So you gotta have both.
I like this. Women are amazing creatures for sure. I agree. Also, why did she stop nursing? So when we lived in Indiana, Angie just one day came up to me and said, honey, I really feel strong that I need to stay at home. And I was working at the time, of course. So her income wasn't
as good as
needed. Well, it's not that it wasn't as good as mine. It just wasn't needed. She had the option to work at that point. And so she came up and said, hey, honey, can we make it work if I stay at home? I really want to be a stay-at-home mom, and I think I need to spend time with the kids. And so ever since then, I guess Sarah must have been about 10 at the time.
I think she was around 10.
10. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So she had to have been 11.
Oh, 11. Okay. Yeah. So our oldest was 11, but up until that point, for 11 years of our, life together, up until that point, we had never had the option of only one income. We had never had the option of me possibly staying at home.
Well, that's not true. I don't think that's 100% true. I think we didn't perceive an option, but you can always get rid of things in your life and change your lifestyle to fit what you want. And so
I guess we could have made it work, but we didn't see it that way up until that point. We were like, oh, we need this income. We need more money. So we both tried to juggle and balance the books that way. So.
You guys go together like peanut butter and jelly.
So which one's the peanut butter and which one's the jelly?
I must be the peanut butter because you're super sweet, so you got to be the jelly.
Be the jelly.
We probably don't need to go too far into that because that's this is a family show here.
Oh my goodness, Wesley. But yeah, it was an incredible eye-opening moment for me. I just want to tell any women out there who are considering being stay-at-home moms, do it.
Yeah,
like seriously, that's all I've got to say about that is do it. It will change your life. I thought, I could never be a stay-at-home mom. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you'll be better for it. You truly will, if it's an option for you. So I had this offer and I was actually in training for it. I was in the process of getting a really good nursing job at a new hospital, all the benefits, all the bells and whistles. Day one, like I was supposed to officially start that day, parked my car in the employee parking lot, walked up to the building. I looked straight up at that huge building and I just thought, I can't do this. Like that's the thought that went through my head. I can't go through with this. I can't do it. I went back to my car. I turned around and went back to my car and I called him and I said, honey, can I not take this job? Can I be a stay-at-home mom? And he said, sure. And I was like, okay, I quit. I called him and told him, no, thanks. I turned the job down and I quit. and I never looked back. Yeah.
Yep. So it's been good. Have you kept your nursing license?
My nursing license is not up to date. I would have to renew it if I ever wanted to start working as a nurse again. I would have to take the Alabama test because I had a nursing license in Louisiana. So I'd have to switch it over to Alabama, and I would have to renew and update my license.
You don't take tests again, though, do you?
I don't know. It depends on their laws. So
maybe it's been too long.
It's whatever Alabama's laws are. So if Alabama says that I have to retake the test, then I do. But it's been it's been years. But I would have to update my license in order to work again.
Yeah. Which honestly, probably isn't a bad idea because you never know if something happened to me. Heaven forbid something would have happened to me. But if something ever did, and she had to do that.
Right. I've done it before. I would totally support the family financially, and I would work if I had to go back to work, but I don't want to.
But you know what? That's why we got to get the nursery up and going so that,
I can run the business.
Yep. Either one of us can die and we still have plenty of money.
Don't say that. Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Say that.
No, obviously we don't want anything to happen to either one of us, but we need to get a hot tub. Oh, that's a good reason to get a hot tub.
We are not getting a hot tub. We just talked about about allocating the funds where they need to go.
Priority. Health is a priority
it's called
in life.
A chiropractor. We're gonna go see a chiropractor first. We're gonna try that first.
Try that first because the VA is not going to give me a hot tub, unfortunately. So but I think we're gonna call it a night on the live, y'all. Number one, our only light at the moment is the light coming from the window over here, and it's fading. I don't have the living room light on. I guess I could tell Lexi to turn the light on, but and then we're coming up on 6, so Chestnut Hills will be on soon.
Don't want to run you over, Chestnut Hills.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Honey, come on.
No,
they're on sale,
and they will be again.
They're on sale,
and they will be again one day. They will.
Oh, I'm telling you. Inversion table is cheaper, yeah.
And we'll explore that. We'll explore that after all the other options. We'll explore that after the other options. Speaking of inversion table, I know I said we're gonna go, but then I get to talking. Inversion table, we are looking at that as an option. Lots of people told me that an inversion table is the way to go. And my parents actually have an inversion table that they're not currently using. So I may see about, borrowing that. Just see how it goes.
So we may see about that. But anyway, we love y'all so much. Thank y'all for always supporting us and loving us.
All your comments and your ideas. Thank you for your suggestions. I like y'all suggestions. That's helpful to me. That's very helpful. Thank you.
Yep. And so you're gonna see lots of good stuff coming real soon. We're working some stuff out. We got some stuff in the works,
we'll get him fixed, and then we'll get all the other stuff rolling very soon.
Yeah, I'm really hoping to be up and going soon. I don't like being laid out, y'all. I don't like that at all.
Not fun.
But yeah, thank y'all. I hope y'all have a great night. Don't forget, go watch Chestnut Hills Farm 6 o'clock, or maybe they'll start 12 minutes early since we're ending 12 minutes early. But go watch them. Just move right on over. They're great folks.
They're so sweet.
Nick and Zoe over there. They're good people. And Zoe can cook, y'all. I tell you, Zoe makes some sweets that if we lived closer, I would be so much fatter.
She'll keep the squishy on you.
Oh my goodness, I would be so fluffy. So we love them. Go check them out. We love y'all. Y'all have a great night.